I'm on my way to the old town of Hull in East Yorkshire, which is an area of cobbled streets lined with Victorian and Edwardian houses, which was once the beating heart of the Hull docks area. And what I'm hopeful I'm going to do in this video is do a point of view video and try to take some photos showing you these areas and actually going through the motions, taking the photos with you. I quite like watching these point of view videos and just seeing how the photographer is taking the pictures and what they're seeing, and I'm hopeful I'm going to do the same in this video. It's not something I've done before. I've not done one of these point of view videos. I don't know how it's going to go, and I don't have any way of strapping my camera onto my body, so I'm just going to have to hold it and hopefully I can do something. In fact, I'll just do the video and show it to you either way, whatever it looks like, and hopefully it comes out okay. I'm going to record this video on my phone and I'm going to position it on top of my EM1 Mark II with the 17mm lens. And as I'm walking around taking shots, I'm hoping you will be able to follow me and watch me take those shots in real time. That's the idea. I don't know how well that's going to work. I've not tried it before, as I've said, and it'd be interesting to see exactly how it comes out. So let's have a look. Before I get to the old town, there is an amazing part of Hull that it's just fantastic. I want to show you that's an amazing building, and Hull has regenerated itself over the last 30 or 40 years, at least since the 1980s, and is now a really modern, great town, a great city to come and visit. But there's one building that is just stunning, and in the right light you get an amazing shot. So let's go and find it and I'll show you what I'm going to take a photo of. This is the building I wanted to show you and take my first picture of. It's called the Deep, and it's one of the UK's largest aquariums, and that in itself is pretty impressive. But the fact that it's such an amazing shaped building, but its pointy top and it points out into the River Humber. I'm going to try and take this picture and I'll show you me doing it. So I'm in manual mode. I've got base ISO. It's giving me f4 and about, I think it says 1600, 1/1600th of a second. So what I'll do, I'll get just past this bin, and we've got a nice bit of blue sky and some fluffy white clouds behind the Deep. And I'm just going to take a straight square shot of the Deep, just like that now. I'm just moving in a bit closer now beyond the statue of what looks like a diving man. We'll have a look to see what that is in a second. And I'm just going to take a slightly closer shot just with the building and the river in the foreground. Another square image. Trying to get the whole building in at 17mm. Done. So this diving man is Voyage. Voyage is a sister sculpture to Vic on the south coast of Iceland, symbolised the bond created more than 1,000 years of sea trading between Hull and Iceland. There he is. I think we ought to take a photo. Now, let's go off to see the rest of Hull and the old town. So I've now put the camera in aperture priority, which is going to help me take photos, because trying to record and take photos at the same time and change settings, I think was going to be a bit hard. I've just come to a place called Scale Lane, and there's a bridge by here as well, which has been in the national press recently because of its unique features. And I think I'm going to go and find that bridge and take a shot of the bridge as well. So first shot I'm going to take is this Fretwell's pub on Scale Lane, I should say, and try to get a bit of the lane in the background and take that shot. And now let's move on. So I've turned right here down Scale Lane. So I'm going to go and find this bridge and try to take a picture of it. Walking on these cobbles isn't so easy. Here's the bridge, and I'll walk down these wooden boards to try to get a good angle of the bridge. In fact, I'll turn you around and I'll walk backwards. This bridge was in the national press recently because it's one bridge you can still walk over even when ships are passing, even after it's been moved in position to enable the ships to go past. I don't know how they do that, but apparently that's what the press said. So I'm going to take a shot of this bridge now, and obviously I'll edit these pictures when I get in. Hull is particularly famous for the work its former MP William Wilberforce did to help to abolish the slave trade, and if it wasn't for Wilberforce, the slave trade would have gone on much longer than it did. I'm on my way now to Wilberforce House, so I'm going to have a look at the house, around the garden, and try to take a couple of shots of it, and I'll show you what that looks like. Wilberforce's garden looks out over the River Hull, which obviously the town's named after. Or the city, I should say. I've been walking around a bit already, and I don't want to do too much because I don't want to bore you. But Hull is a really interesting place to come and visit, and it's been used as a filming location to replace London because of its old buildings and its great situation. It is on the north-east coast of England, and it's on the banks of the River Humber and the River Hull, which it gets its name from. And it is kind of out on a limb, so although it's an important port city in England, it's not the most well-known place and it's not the most visited place. But if you are lucky enough to come and visit Hull, you wouldn't be disappointed because it's got so much going for it. I'm so used to having my camera in manual mode, I'm not used to it being in aperture priority. And every time I take a picture, I can see blown out skies and all sorts of dodgy light, and it's making me nervous, but hopefully the pictures come out okay. Hull's museum quarter is fantastic. The museums are free, and the Street Life Museum is just amazing. It's just full of great stuff. I could have spent all day in the Street Life Museum. It's so interesting, but I think it would have been a really dull video for you. So I thought I'd better not spend a lot of time in there. So I've come out and I'll finish off taking some shots around the rest of the old town, and let's see where it takes me. This post box looks bright red in the sun, and it's a Victoria post box, so it's a bit not unique, but there's not many of them around, so I'll try and get close to it and take a picture. Still in use, of course. You can see why you could be in London today. This just looks like London. This is Hull in Yorkshire. Hull is a land of the white telephone boxes. I hope you've enjoyed my point of view video, and it might not be quite what you're used to, because possibly you're used to seeing the camera in its settings, but sadly I haven't got the equipment to do that at the moment. But either way, I hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and if you have, then I'd be really pleased if you would give it a like, because that would be awesome and help the channel out a lot. And if you do enjoy these videos that I'm trying to do, this diverse range of photography videos, then I'd be really pleased if you would subscribe to the channel and join along. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.